Hey everyone, welcome back to some Dooms play. Today we're going to be doing some arena matches. I noticed some pretty fun um, bugs, I guess is what they are, but everything looked pretty cool. Thought I'd make a video, show you guys a little bit of the go-to arena teams that I have. So as you can see, we're doing some Energized Starfire teams. She pairs really well with Horrific Scarecrow. And then of course my Armored Superman is a pretty good sponge for, any kind of damage that's going to be coming our way. We're starting off against this Nightmare Batman, Armored Aquaman, and Dr. Fate team. That's actually a pretty good team. I don't usually pick to play against teams like this, but thought it'd be fun just because these supers especially look really cool with the color bugs we're experiencing right now. So I don't know what happened in the recent update, but these color bugs actually look really awesome. So Dr. Fate here looks like a Lord of Light more than a Lord of Order, but that's probably my favorite kind of color glitch that I've seen. Is the all light Dr. Fate. So kind of the strategy I run with this arena team is, if I can manage to block supers with Energized Starfire, she has some block effectiveness perks. And then, of course, she gains a lot of life for the team when she performs her super. And her super looks so cool with the bugs going on. But yeah, I do my best not to do basic attacks against Nightmare Batman just because clearly you're going to reflect most of that damage. That doesn't mean we can't beat him, though. Usually with the specials and supers, he's not too bad of an opponent if you're pretty conscious of what's going on. I do frequently struggle against Armored Aquaman just because he has a life gain that's crazy. That's why this opponent team is actually a pretty good build, actually. Given your Nightmare Batman more health with Armored Aquaman's abilities, just kind of means you're going to be reflecting more basic damage. So this is one battle where I had to be pretty conscious of what I was doing. It's good to take out Aquaman as soon as you can. And then, of course, Dr. Fate's really never too big of a problem, at least when he's not max gear, and you can always tell with the modified image. But this one looks the coolest for sure. So, not sure what's going on in the background, but looks like we're fighting in the dark multiverse today. I also really like the squares that are kind of rotating. Dr. Fate's putting down, and clearly we're fighting in the dark multiverse with Scarecrow's super there. But this battle's almost over. God, I want to see more of Dr. Fate's rotating cubes of death. The pink color. I don't even think that there's any pink in that regular ability. Oh yeah, actually there's a little bit of aura around the onks when he does that ability. So it looks pretty cool. I really like this fight. We're going to do different fights. There's going to be a few different teams. This is one of my go-to arena teams, mostly just because it's got a pretty good win ratio. And worst case scenario, I can always outlive with a really high-powered Armored Superman. He's just so durable. He lives a lot. So that was a quick battle. Wasn't too bad. I was a little skeptical, actually, if I was going to take that one away. I usually avoid the Cyborg Justice League teams, but since I'm out of pips for this team, let's go ahead and put our own Nightmare Batman team together. I usually pair these two Batman with a Power Girl, and then go back and forth using whatever abilities I can with Nightmare and trying to soak up as much basic damage as possible, and use Arkham Knight's ability 2 for the stun chance. It's pretty high stun chance. This looks like we're going to be doing some multiverse opponents. And it looks like this was before the refactoring. I could be wrong. Maybe not. We'll see. If I try to use an ability against him with one of these Batmen, then we'll know for sure. Of course, we got some dark multiverse ambiance behind us. So really, it's kind of important to tag back and forth between these two, especially with the power drain on the other team, just so that I can pull off using the abilities. On their own, these two Batman are not very good with just basic damage or otherwise. They do decent damage, but nothing really to write home about. It's the abilities that really are pretty potent, especially ability 2 for Arkham Knight and ability 3 for Nightmare. And then, of course, Power Girl's ability 1 is really potent as well. I'll probably do some supers in here as well, but we're just going to try to get through this as we can. I don't grind a ton of arena. It really depends on who's available for the arena rewards. I really like all the Batman cards, of course, and Multiverse is, I'm a little disillusioned with Multiverse teams, so I don't usually grind so hard for the Multiverse teams just because I don't have very much support there to begin with. That doesn't mean they're not good teams. I struggle with them a lot, especially since the Flash refactoring. And of course, against tech heroes, refactored Flash is just a force. So this one's almost done. Down to my last Multiverse Supergirl. If we can spam this, and she keeps stunning, so it shouldn't be too hard to get through. Just a few moments left. And there you go. There's a quick Batman win. Probably going to do another one here. So yeah, Competitor 2, Competitor 3, it's kind of a lazy arena this season, at least for me. I find that if I ever need to hit Elite or so, I'm usually spending around 200 gems a day. Phenom 1, I've definitely seen this guy before. The thing to be concerned with against Mythic Wonder Woman, especially with Batman teams, is she'll use the super block, just like Superman uses the super block. I think a lot of people kind of take it for granted. It really helps a lot, especially if you're alert when you're playing. If you're alert when you're playing and you're anticipating supers and you're watching your opponent's power bars, you can really do a ton of damage using your opponent's abilities against them. So that's one reason I really started utilizing resources in my Armored Superman, is because I knew I'd be able to unlock him and that he would be pretty potent against big teams that are doing big damage, especially if I can make him durable and last for a long time. So that was kind of the goal when I built him. But the same is true for Wonder Woman. The same is true for Gorilla Grodd. There's quite a few with super blocks. So all the super block abilities, I think, are worth investing into, because like I said, you're using your opponent's abilities against them. So that's the only thing that I think I need to be concerned with against this team. When I'm playing with this Batman team, the only other thing I worry about is with John Stewart Green Lantern. You're just not going to pull off your stuns from the ability 2 hazard with Arkham Knight. And sometimes I forget that off the top, and then it really comes back to haunt you. But this one's looking pretty good. I'm not too concerned that we're not going to get through this one. And of course, I speed up all the supers for you guys, so you don't have to sit and see the same cutscenes you've seen 100 times. All right, and here's where we're going to be careful. The DOT from Power Girl's ability 1 can't be reflected with a super block, so that's a good kind of avenue to invest your or to utilize your power bar usage against cards with super block. And this looks like it's about it. She's going to land right on that. Yep. With a backflip, Batman ends that fight. And that's all we got today. So I hope you guys enjoyed some of the Dark Multiverse. Come back and check it out again sometime.